Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's Tyagara, and I welcome you guys to the first bonus episode of Oot 3D 3-Heart Run. Now, in the finale, we defeated Ganon, and in the process, we created 3 branch timelines. Afterwards, Princess Zelda sent us back in time to live in our childhood, and instead of going to the land of Termina for Link's next adventure, I am instead going to be showing off a bunch of the things that I just didn't get around to showing off in the main series. Now, first things first, I want to run into town and go to the Happy Mask shop, because upon completing that quest, I briefly went over them, but I didn't actually equip any of them, we now have access to Zora Mask, Goron Mask, and a Gerudo Mask. Now, once you wear them, it replaces the Mask of Truth in your inventory, by the way. Now, unlike in Majora's Mask, when you equip these, you don't actually transform into the respective species, they're just simply masks that you can wear for fun. Anyway, just thought I'd show that off real quick, but anyway, I would like the Mask of Truth back, please, because that is going to be the main focus of today's episode. We are going to be going around to each and every Gossip Stone in the game and talking to them just to see their lines of dialogue. I know we spoke to like 1 or 2, I think, in the main series, but for here, I just want to show them all off for fun. But, another thing I want to show off, since we lost our Hylian shield to that Lake in Ganon's Tower, we can now actually go to the Castletown shop and purchase a Hylian shield for that discount that the guard at the foot of Death Mountain gave us. You heard about us from the guard at Death Mountain Gate? Well, I have to give you a good deal then. Now, instead of it costing 80 rupees like normal, this one will only cost 45 rupees, which is not a bad deal one bit. And another thing worth mentioning, you probably see on the right-hand side of the screen over the overlay, I have decided to just, cut off the counter for the deaths and the rupees because, the main run is over. So as you can see, the text being green like that is a reflection of such. Anyway, without further ado, I will meet you guys back in Kokiri Forest, where we will go in chronological order and speak to each and every Gossip Stone. See you guys in just a sec. Responding to your mask, the strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that the Kokiri are always followed by small fairies. Yeah, we kind of knew that already. Responding to your mask, the strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that one Kokiri has left the forest, but he is still alive. Since we're technically not a Kokiri, I am actually not sure who that's referring to. Maybe it's, what's his name, Fado from Wind Waker, the Kokiri Sage? Anyway, on to the next one. Responding to your mask, this strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that the small holes in the ground that you can find all over Hyrule make a perfect breeding ground for bugs. On the subject of that, actually, our next Gossip Stone is actually going to be found in this grotto right here. Well, technically, it can be found in any generic grotto in the game. I learned that while doing research for this episode, which is very interesting. That's right, if you go into any grotto, be it here or in Hyrule Field, and you find, like, this, generic layout here, you speak to this guy wearing your Mask of Truth, and he's always going to say the same thing. Responding to your mask, the strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that the horse Ganondorf rides is a solid black Gerudo stallion. Responding to your mask, this strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that when non-fairy folk enter the Lost Woods, they become monsters. Yeah, we learned that already. Responding to your mask, this strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that it's possible to find a total of 100 Skulltulas throughout Hyrule. Oh, believe me, we know that, right guys? Responding to your mask, this strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that strange owl, Gebora Gebora, may look big and heavy, but its character is rather lighthearted. Responding to your mask, the strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that the owl named Gebora Gebora is the reincarnation of an ancient sage. That's right, he's Rauru. Alright, now if memory serves me right, I do believe we actually showed these guys off in the episode where we obtained the Mask of Truth. But nonetheless, since it's a bonus episode and we're showing off all the other Gossip Stones, we might as well show these guys off again. Starting with you, my friend. Responding to your mask, the strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that Gerudo sometimes come to Hyrule Castletown to look for boyfriends. Responding to your mask, this strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that it's against the rules to use glasses at the treasure chest shop in Hyrule Castletown Market. Responding to your mask, this strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that Malon of Lon Lon Ranch hopes a knight in shining armor will come and sweep her off her feet someday. Responding to your mask, this strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that Malon set the original record in the obstacle course at Lon Lon Ranch. Good for her. That's quite spectacular. Responding to your mask, this strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that if you slowly approach a butterfly while holding a Deku stick in your hands, something good will happen. Now guys, unfortunately, since I'm playing on an emulator with a non-native controller, my control stick sensitivity is too high to allow me to walk slowly in this game. So instead, I'm just gonna put on screen what happens when you do approach a butterfly holding a Deku stick. Okay, cool. See you guys at the next Gossip Stone. Responding to your mask, this strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that contrary to her elegant image, Princess Zelda of Hyrule Castle is in fact a tomboy. Never would have guessed, to be honest. Although maybe that's foreshadowing her transformation into Sheik. Who can tell? Anyway, next step, you want to come over here to that one grotto where we got that gold Skulltula that one time. I know that narrows it down very little, but you know the one I'm talking about. Anyway, we're gonna play La Ra La Ra once again. Fan favorite song, of course. And once the grotto opens up, hop on in. Alrighty, now then, we're gonna deploy some bombs real quick. I can't remember exactly which wall the... Oh, I thought for a second I got a gold Skulltula, but no. We got all the Skulltulas already. Anyway, let's talk to this guy real quick. Gotta wear the mask, of course. Nope, that is not how you talk to people. Responding to your mask, this strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that you may find something new in dungeons that you have already finished. That is true. Remember how we went back to Dodongo's Cavern to get those gold Skulltula tokens? Yeah. Alright, it's okay, it's okay. Watch this. Jump slash! Nice. Responding to your mask, this strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that the Gerudo worship Ganondorf almost like a god. Well, looks like the boulder room reset, so, excuse me for just a moment. God, I love video editing. Anyway, talk to this guy real quick. Responding to your mask, this strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that there's a secret around the entrance to Gerudo Valley. Oh, hey, yeah, in case this looks familiar, this is the one area, the boulder room, where we came in episode 8. Now, if you remember correctly, episode 8 I mentioned was the one episode where I actually lost the video files for it, so I had to reshoot the entire thing. Something similar happened to another later episode, but more on that in a bit. Responding to your mask, this strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that Ganondorf is not satisfied with ruling only the Gerudo and aims to conquer all of Hyrule. Well, don't you worry there. We had him executed. Princess Zelda sent him to the Twilight Realm along with the sage's help, so everything will be alright in the end. Wait a second. We haven't awakened the sages yet. Who the hell are the sages in Twilight Princess that sent Ganondorf to the Twilight Realm? Ugh, the Zelda timeline's so confusing sometimes. Alright, real quick before I move on, in case you're wondering why my bomb count is lower, I just came back here to say that since these chests were not opened, it looks like we didn't actually open them in the original recording of episode 8, which I have long since forgotten about, so oopsie doopsie. Or in the heart of damage, I may or may not have had a run-in with some of the boulders. Oh! Skulltula wanted to come for me. Too bad, he's dead. Anyway, let's talk to this guy real quick. Responding to your mask, this strange stone statue talks to you. I haven't heard this. They say that Big Goron's sword is super sharp and will never break. Yeah, Metagoron could really learn a thing or two from him. Anyway, no! I want to grab those heart. Please, let me have those. Please. Alright, thank you. Anyway, did you guys ever hear that One Rivers Cuomo song from the scrapped Weezer concept album, Songs from the Black Hole? You know the one. The thing they say when rocket ships blast off, up to the stars you go. Wait for it. Ah, he just vanished. Just thought I'd show that off real quick. Alright, on to the next one. I want to cross this narrow little log bridge thingy-majiggy. Responding to your mask, this strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that there's a man who can always be found running around in Hyrule Field. Il Pantissimo. Responding to your mask, this strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that Princess Zelda's attendant is actually one of the Sheikah who many thought had died out. I would like to point out I am not moving right now. That's my controller moving on its own. My thumb is not on the control stick. It's just moving around. This is what controller drift looks like, by the way, for those of you lucky Switch users who have never had that happen with your Joy-Cons. This is literally what it looks like. Responding to your mask, this strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that setting L targeting to switch makes it easier when you're facing many enemies at once. Don't listen to this guy. Don't be a Switch. Have it on hold. It is so much easier. It's much more convenient. You feel much more in control. Responding to your mask, this strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that there's a secret near the lone tree not far from the river in the northwest part of Hyrule Field. Responding to your mask, this strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that you can swim faster by rapidly pressing... Wait, what? Actually? Hold on, wait, I actually didn't know that. Are you serious? No way. No way! Live tire reaction 2, that's crazy. I did not know about this. Oh my god. That's insane. I'm sorry, I'm freaking out right now. I'm actually learning new stuff about this game live in front of you guys. Maybe this is why streaming's so popular nowadays, because of the authentic live reactions. And once you do, you head on inside. Of course, there's gonna be another fellow waiting right there for us, but in order to access him, we gotta use Din's Fire once more, so let's whip it out real quick, shall we? Boo! Oh, hey, cow, how's it going? No, 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 come back, no! No! No, you weren't supposed to do that. Oh, I thought he was about to blast off. Well, that's what happens when you set them on fire. Responding to your mask, the strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that you can activate some switches by using the spin attack. Yeah, remember those crystal switches that we would slash with our sword or use the bomb? Like, more specifically in the Fire Temple? I'm pretty sure that's what the Gossip Stone's referring to. Alright, see you guys at the next one. Alright, this ledge down here. According to Zelda Dungeons, where we find the next Gossip Stone. Oh, I think I see it, actually. Do I just take the fall damage? Yeah. Oh, wow, we're gonna... Tell me what time it is. Or not. Responding to your mask, this strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that the thief named Naburu, who haunts this area, is a Gerudo. He haunts it? Isn't she alive? Responding to your mask, this strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that there's a secret on the road that leads to Lake Hylia. Responding to your mask, this strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that the Kuko lady goes to the lakeside laboratory to study how to breed pocket-sized Kukos. Foreshadowing. Responding to your mask, this strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that Ruto, the Zora princess who is known for her selfish nature, likes a certain boy. Yeah, I know, I'm engaged to her. I thought we broke our engagement in the future, but I guess she still likes me. Anyway, bye! On to the next one. Alrighty, last but most certainly not least, the final Gossip Stone can be found due south from the entrance of the Spirit Temple. So what you want to do is head over here and roll to make sure you avoid taking damage from those guys. Of course, as we mentioned during the main playthrough. You come over here, behind the entrance to the south, of course. Let's talk to him and see what he has to say. Responding to your... Oh, well, bye, Link. I think he's gonna drown in the quicksand. Responding to your mask, this strange stone statue talks to you. I have heard this. They say that the treasure you can earn in the Gerudo training ground is not as great as you would expect, given its difficulty. Wow, based. Good take there, Gossip Stone. Yes, I agree, the ice arrows are not at all worth the difficulty, or lack thereof, just the redundancy and tedium of said Gerudo training grounds, especially considering the fact that you can't even really use them very much in the game at any mandatory point, because like even the fire arrows were mandatory during Ganon's tower. Also, as you can see, if you get hit by those pots, you get your health instantly replenished. I thought that was funny. Anyway, the reason why I decided to step inside before ending today's episode is because there's something I briefly touched on during the main series, but I never got around to discussing in complete length. And that, my friends, would be the mirror shield, as well as the associated related Gerudo symbol. Now, as you can see here, it's just like some generic design they came up with specifically for the Gerudos. But, much like the original music from the Fire Temple in version 1.0 of Ocarina of Time N64, the symbol was originally something else entirely. As you can see on screen there, it was a crescent moon, which has some, I believe, religious connotations in certain religions in the world. And so, to avoid any, controversy, much like the Fire Temple music, I also believe there might have been some outcry. I could be wrong on that, though. They decided in all subsequent versions of the game to just change the symbol to something generic to avoid anything like that ever happening again. Anyway, before I really let you guys go, there's one last thing I need to touch upon, but it's outside the game actually, so I will meet you guys on my YouTube channel in just a second. Alrighty, so if you go to episode 17, Runaway Fiancé, which, might I add, is the second most viewed episode in the series, so haha, thank you all for that. If you zoom in on the bottom right there, you'll see that I have 30 arrows. However, you'll notice that the text for 30 is white and not green, even though at this point in the series we had not yet obtained either of the quiver upgrades, so it should be 30, implying that we've been maxed off on arrows. There's a reason for that. Alright, so I tend to record long episodes like the Water Temple one in little separate clips just to avoid having that one large file, And basically, part 3 of the, episode 17, I noticed when I was going back and editing that it was missing for whatever reason. I don't know if I accidentally deleted it or just never hit record, but it wasn't there, and there was nothing I could do to salvage it. So, remember what I did with episode 8, how I played up to Dodongo's Cavern? Well, I went back to that save file, played up to the Forest Temple, got the bow, left, and for some reason I thought we had the quiver upgrade by the time we got to the Water Temple in the original playthrough, so I went and got it in that second playthrough, and then came back to the Water Temple, played up to the point where parts 1 and 2 took place, and then I did part 3 because parts 4 and 5 and I believe 6 were still intact. That's why you'll notice that inconsistency. But yeah, I just thought I'd point that out because I thought it was pretty funny. I didn't notice until episode 18 went live and I was watching it, and we went for the, quiver upgrade, and I'm like, let me check episode 17 real quick. And then I did, I'm like, oh, well, I already had the quiver upgrade in this one shot, so I just thought I'd point that out. Also, yes, I gave my own video a thumbs up. You gotta get the ball rolling yourself sometimes. Anyway, guys, with that being said, that was the first bonus episode of Oot 3D 3 Heart Run. The next one, we'll just mainly show off all the heart piece locations as well as the fishing hole because I know that's a fan favorite. I personally really don't like it, but for the fans, I'll show it off. But until then, guys, my name's been Tayagara. As always, I thank you all so much for watching, and I bid you guys farewell.